This is the story of a childhood event that I will always remember. This is my story. It started back in my hometown, London, but little did I know we would soon become some of the first victims of the air raids. It was the 7th of September, 1940, and we were having our family dinner.
Mary, your tea is getting cold.
Just coming. That was the last time I was in my bedroom.
Look who's finally decided to join us. Dinner's on the table.
Sorry, Mom. I sat down to join my family at the table, where they were helping themselves to food.
Go and turn the radio off, please.
And the Norwegian government is conducting the national resistance from another...
That's when the sirens began to screech. At the time, we weren't sure if it was real or not, as we'd had multiple scares over the last few weeks.
Mary, go with your gran to the Anderson shelter. I'm going to get blankets. Come on, Mary. Come on, quickly. Is everyone here? Mary, pass around the blankets. I don't know how long we're going to be here this time.
We sat there for what felt like hours, until finally the sound of the AT guns filled the air. That's when I knew this time was different. Mum, I'm scared.
Don't worry. I'm sure it's going to be all right.
Looking back at this, I can remember seeing the confidence in my mum's eyes begin to fade into worry. The one person I always went to look for answers suddenly didn't know what was going to happen. Then, the bombs started to drop. The sound of the bombs falling weren't like the ones you hear in the movies. It was like a crowd cheering at a football stadium. I could feel the impact of the bombs throughout my whole body. These sounds went on for the whole night. Eventually, we got the all clear siren and started to go out. We had to evacuate on a train to a safe shelter, after our house had been destroyed from the bombs. How long till we get there?
I'm not sure. However long it takes.
Look at the docks.
They're on fire.
Finally, we managed to get to the shelter, which was in one of the underground stations. It felt like we'd been on the tram for hours. The shelter was crammed full of people, all traumatised from the night before. The bombing started again shortly after we arrived at the shelter. We waited the rest of the night for the sound of the all clear siren. Once we heard it, we joined everyone else above ground and slowly began the journey back to our house. Finally, we found our house and opened the gate to find my dad standing in the front garden. I'll never forget the look on his face. He had probably been standing there for hours, wondering whether we were alive or not.